And we are live. Customers walking in, snow outside. What a beautiful day. Sorta. Sorta beautiful day. What's on everybody's mind? Hi, howdy, and hello. Winning. Yes, race season again for you, isn't it, Jeremy? That's exciting. That's actually a lot exciting. Unfortunately for me, football season has ended. Where's my headphones? There they are. But that's okay. What a season. Good Lord. It was certainly something. Mr. Tim Johnson, your Uncle Glenn, or Glenn, Ben, decided he was going to stay. And I'm excited about that. I'm super excited. I always thought he was a man of integrity after last year when he decided he was going to stay. But last year it was questionable. Like maybe circumstances weren't right. But Washington was like ready to offer him a silver platter. And he was also being sought out by the Seahawks. And he was supposed to have an interview, I think today or tomorrow, a second interview with the Commanders, and he just let him know that, hey, you know what, never mind, I got shit to do. And so, yeah, made a pass on my friend's bike at 906 151. What's the fast pass on your bike, Jeremy? What's up, Anthony? Yeah, Aaron Glenn, I'm not sure about if it's really hard. So many people are like, get rid of him, get rid of him, get rid of him. But I honestly think that he's doing a great job. See, the problem is we're 3 years into a rebuild. You can't stack everybody you want in the team. So like what's the odds that you might just be lacking a little bit on defense? I mean, we really built up the hell out of the offense. We got some good players on defense. So we just don't have some of the positions just don't have great players. And Green Bike 909 151, my friend's bike had the NOS turned off, and he said I would probably only hit 7.8. Damn. That's some speeds right there, Jeremy. And yes, yes, Jordan, it was. Helps me keep the smoking down. UPS here already? 407. What the hell? Well, sorry, if you're throwing any last minute orders, it might be too late to go out today. Because UPS just pulled in. So there's that. That there is. But oh my goodness. So I got no topic today because I had a plan and my plan was to pull one of the employee cars in and go out there and talk about shrinking techniques and how to build efficiency and understanding the what's and whys about shrinking to help some of the people that what it is that makes some of these guys so fast when it doesn't seem like I mean, I understand that they're doing relatively easy windows, but For all those that are talking about, oh, do a hard car. Let's see you do a hard. Let's see you do a easy car and show us that they're really not that good. Ellie just put up 18 seconds and change on a back window, and I hate to say it, but that's probably faster than I can do it. But I've been telling Eliu, while he was getting down in the upper 30s, I've been telling him, dude, I could get you down to 20 seconds. And, he's like, let's do it, let's do it. Well, we didn't do it, but he's been practicing and he pulled off 18 seconds. Best I could tell him is, I told you. He missed the middle. He missed the middle, but so the way I saw that and I didn't call it out because the the rules state excessive tension, and there was nothing excessive about that tension. You could easily run your hand over it and see that it wasn't going to be an issue. There was no struggle with it whatsoever. But I thought about calling that out, but the reality is he got it. He did it. He didn't have any fingers around the edge. That window was going to lay just fine, and with no struggle. That was a hell of a shrink. There's certainly no argument now, in that. I was super impressed. Alex in with customers talking about tools. I'm here supposed to be talking about tools, but I don't know. But I won Super Pro with my Harley, meaning I raced bikes with delay boxes and sliders, and I won with just the bare necessities. Now that's great. That is great. I call bull on that center. I don't. Go back and look at it again. You can see, I mean, so you could argue that he should have pushed it out while the timer was going, and maybe you could add 2 seconds to that, or just make him do it again. There's no doubt in my mind he'd do it again. Um, but after the timer stopped and he was checking it out, he lightly rolled his hand over that and it laid down in the middle. Now, the top middle, you can call BS on that, but if you notice, that was a plotter cut pattern, and that pattern was cut around the brake light, and the area in question at the top center was outside of the cut line. So there's that. I don't know. Now you guys are making me want to go and have a look. So let's go and have a look. Where is it? It's got to be here somewhere. All right. Because maybe I missed something. All right. Let me get back to here. I'll share the screen. Chrome tab. Facebook. Share. All right. So let's do it. Going down, going down, going down. There's that spot in the middle that he misses. So you're talking about this area right here, right? So now I think it's right after the camera comes back out. He's gonna roll his hand over here. I don't know what he's talking about because rumor has it he's speaking Spanish. There. And up there. Okay, maybe he didn't go back to it. Okay, I thought I saw him go back to it. My bad. All right. So there's that. Huh. So I guess I can do the same thing to him that he did. And that is, or not that he did, that I did to Fernan. Because I was busting Fernand's balls pretty good. So let me take my little clipper and we're going to go right here. Then I'm used to doing this on my phone. It's just a little more intuitive on my phone. So let's see. Edit in Paint. We're going to zoom in just a little bit. Okay, so let's remove that. We'll share screen. Go to Window. Go to Paint. Share. All right, so this is what, and we're talking about this section right here, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and circle this. And then we will file, save as, and then we will, God, I don't know, we'll go in their gallery. Not gallery. Let's just go to this PC. Where the hell did it go? Pictures. There we go. That's easy enough. Save. Close that. I'm back. All right. It does say it has to be carted down. Well, not carted down, pushed down or carted down. Yeah, no, you're probably right. So then I will go back to, whoops. Go back to here, comment, add a picture. Right here, open. There we go. And let's see. There we go. So we just did that. And I'd be willing to bet he posts another one because he's got pride. But that was not a terrible shot at it. That was pretty good. So maybe he doesn't do 18 minutes. Maybe he does 20. He just gotta be a little more thorough. Let's see. So what are we talking about? Let's see. Da da da. He didn't whisper to the middle finger. I wonder how many videos were submitted that didn't meet the video criteria. A lot of them, actually. I submitted one from 6 years ago. It didn't meet the criteria because there was no timer. I was just fucking around. And mine was about 32 seconds. But that was just an opportunity that somebody had to video me shrinking a back window. That's just how I shrink. I'd compete in this, but holy shit, I can't find anything to shrink around here. I know that feeling, Jay. I got an employee with a four-door sedan. She's got an Impala, and definitely isn't the same level of easy as what these guys have, but it's definitely good enough to put up there and have a little Q&A and demonstration kind of a session. I would love to, teach people some of these ideas and techniques, because typically video, all you can do is see the motions and what somebody's doing. The video isn't going to get you into their head and understand why they're doing it. You just know that if you can do what they do, then you'll get results like they get, or close. But when it really clicks and you really understand what is going on there, you can take it to a whole new level. And then you'll create uh, your own style of shrinking. So many people just shrink fingers, and that's not really what you're supposed to be trying to do. Yeah, Ford Focus would be like probably not in the right time frame. I got one more day though, so hopefully this lady comes in tomorrow and I'll try. Well, you know what you could do is just offer a free tint job to a specific car and put it out there and see if anybody bites. And I know, nobody wants to give away a free tint job. I tell you, you put an ad out that says free tint job, and I don't care if they don't qualify. You get people's attention, and exposure is key. So that would be a good thing. Once upon a time, um, Rick Tillman challenged the world as to how giving away free tint would increase business. And my idea was to have a little drawing at the end of every tint job. I had customers picking a number between 1 and 50 and writing it on their contact slip when they'd sign up for the job, and they knew how much the cost was going to be. And then when it was time to cash them out, we had a bag of balls that eventually had I think 5 extra balls, and it had like three 10% and two 20% balls in it. And then it had a numbered ball 1 through 50, one of each number. And so they would reach in the bag and pull out a number. And if they pulled out the number that was their number they picked before the job, their job was just free. Oh, Eliu hearted my he emoji he I don't know. He reacted to my comment. He knows. He is now under the gun. But yeah, so that was, I mean, people still every now and again ask about that, and that was years ago. That was over 5 years ago. Number two best tinner in the world just entered. I think I would do the Sentra. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I might do the Sentra. Definitely not the MKZ. Avalon, I'm having a hard time remember. What's up with the torch video for shrinking? So I have a storage issue in my phone and I haven't addressed it yet. I started taking videos and it keeps stopping, and then I figured out I'm out of space in my phone and I haven't decided what I'm going to do with that yet. So I don't really have. Oh, no fun, Ryan. Ryan said he had an Audi come in the other day and thought he'd give it a go. And oh, he's starting to argue now. He's defending himself. He says it's sealed in the bottom. You and I know that's hot air from the torch trap there, not a bubble or a crease. Well, sorry, LU. I understand that, and I made an argument for you that it would lay, but rules are rules. There, I tagged Carlos too. I says I understand, but rules are rules, and it needed to be carded out. Ask Carlos, and I misspelled ask. I fixed it. All right. So what else we got here? We're playing the '07 Civic. I was like, come on, man. 3 years newer, please. Yeah, the number of blah 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 blah. What up with the torch video? Dude, Sentra, which year? Some are pretty curved. I don't fucking know. You know how long it's been since I tinted? There's certain things that just I don't think about on a daily anymore, and back windows is definitely one of them. Um, Need one with the back top brake light cut out. Yeah, I mean every little bit of less window you have to deal with is definitely better. I think everything's in the cloud, but the cloud puzzles me because sometimes if you go in and delete the originals, it deletes them out of the cloud too, and I'm afraid that's going to happen. But that's why, like I said, I just haven't dealt with it yet. I am thinking about um, I don't know. My phone says that there's not an SD card in it. I got a Note 20 and I don't remember if it takes an SD card, but it knows that there's not one in it. So if it takes one, maybe I can pop one of those in there and just. Or another thing that I can do is, I don't, I don't have the extra space. I got, I don't know. I don't know. I'll deal with it. I'm not gonna enter the contest, so I'm not up against the clock on this one. So there's that. Need one with a top brake light. Offload everything. Have you ever had to file or shave a window? I've never had to, but I used to, and I would offer it as a $50 service, $50 a pair for the windows. So if it was a two-door car or a truck, for an extra $50, I'd shave them. And if it was a four-door, it would be an extra $100. And it's just a nice little way to add value to the job and be able to get more out of the job. And that way you seem like your prices are a little more fair. But if they wanted that above and beyond experience, we could offer to sell that to them for sure. But my top gaps are so minuscule. It was a tough sell because I'm not putting out shit gaps, So there's that. And whether some of these videos meet the requirement or not, they're a hell of a lot of fun to watch. They are, just these guys just showing what's possible is really cool. And that's something that's been missing in the industry for a little while now. We used to here and there have people show off, and sometimes the attitude behind what you're showing was just a little bit too I'm better than you, where these guys in the shrink battle, they're trying to be better. They're not pretending they're better. They're not going out here, look at what I can do, I'm better than you, and the fact that there's this little contest that is encouraging everybody just to see how good they can do. And these guys were starting out at like a minute 30, minute 40 seconds for a back window, and they're whittling it down in the 20s and 30 seconds, And so, is income tax here yet? I think this week we started selling more tin, so I think that it's starting. It's just not this new generations of people that we have. They don't. I don't know. They don't rush to the tax place like we used to. I used to get my W-2s, and the next day I was getting my taxes done. Shit, I'd take a day off of work just to go get my taxes done. And fuck. Here we are. February is 2 days away, and my employees are still sitting on their W-2s. Like, you do your taxes yet? No. You planning on? I don't know. Eventually. I'm like, wow. There's good money you're letting the government hold on to for you that you could be getting back. And weird. Sean G will have a good video tomorrow from what I hear. Yeah, Sean just needs a little more time with the torch or the heat gun or whatever. I think Sean's eyes got opened up a little bit with this, and that's the other thing too. We're all typically, we hold ourselves back because of what we believe is possible until we see what's possible, and then we're allowing ourselves to push again to make it to the next level. And that's the story of all our lives. If you don't believe that you're like that, then maybe you're special, but you're probably not. You're probably just lying to yourself. I've always been like that. If I don't believe it can be done, then I can't do it. As soon as you prove me wrong that it can be done, I want to do it. I mean, who else is like that? Watch out for the negative Nancy's, bro. They will tell you that you aren't professional. Oh, Ryan replaying it. And whether some of these videos meet the yeah, yeah. Don't let somebody tell you if you're professional or not. Ask yourself, are you making a living doing it? Yes, good, you're professional. That's how that works. For those of you saying, "Oh, you're not professional," get a dictionary. You know, it is what it is. Um, for those guys saying, "Oh, why are you doing easy cars? Do a harder car." How about you do an easy car and show me that you're better, and then show me a harder car and challenge me, and then maybe I'll try to find that harder car. Make a video with challenges. I like that idea. I like that idea, Shady. I would certainly be up for making a video with challenges. What the hell is Alex doing? Alex is doing a really sweet video project, and he's in there just busting ass on it. I didn't tell him it was time for Tool Talk, so I just started, and he's in there plugging away at his video. I'm not going to argue with him because I want to see it done. The concept is cool. We're starting out simple, but as soon as we get all the pieces figured out, then we're going to put together some really sweet stuff. So stay tuned for that too. Just download it all through a plugin. Well, I got an Android phone, so I can just plug it in. I don't need a plugin. I need space. Um, no, I'm not going to compete at an event. I'm not going to compete at. I don't compete. I got nothing to compete for. I will be happy to step aside and um, Rob Forbes could shrink that fast. No, he couldn't. But I only know that because Rob Forbes actually worked for me for a little bit. He's the one that introduced me to torch shrinking. Um, but he's definitely quick with a torch. And I would imagine, see, he couldn't shrink that fast probably because he didn't know he could. I'd be willing to bet if he picked it back up and decided that he was gonna, then he could. Because Rob Forbes understood the shrinking um, physics. Uh, you should have your W-2, Jordan. Or Shady, sorry. What's up, Dave? Tell them file them. I'll file them for them on TurboTax for 509. Good deal. So, and I think that's probably part of the thing. You know, a lot of these employee type people that get W-2s and they got a pretty basic return. You know, there's TurboTax, which makes it easy. I used to file my own taxes with TurboTax when it came out, and I loved it. But I think it's having a little bit of a negative also because of the fact that when you still have to go to TurboTax and do them, there's that thought of, oh, it's a lot. I don't want to, blah, blah, blah. When you go have somebody do them, you just got to sit there and they just whip them out and it's done. So get a dictionary. I love this. Um, that's what I just told a politician who said I was misinformed, and I said, challenge you to prove me wrong with facts, not a personal attack, not personal attacks. Yeah, personal attacks is usually most people's way of battling or challenging anything these days. Just how it is. His videos lately have been great. I dig the concepts. Whose videos? I'm starting to fall behind. Oh, no, I'm catching up. Okay, cool. Whose video, Shady? What's up, Peter? Glad to have you. They should have experience level shrink battles like rookies, 3 years, 3 years to 5 years, 5 years to 8 years, and then 10 plus years. Oh, Alex's videos. Yeah, well, I've been pushing him to put some content out there, but what he's doing now is more video effects than a video itself. So, like I said, it's going to be simple. It'll probably be like a 5 second video. He's been working on it for a few days. So, oh shit, I'm not in front of the camera. Look at me go. But yeah, he's got coffee in there made for me too. Can I bother you guys to sit tight for a minute while I go grab a cup of coffee? And then, what's up, Chris G? Glad to have you. And then I'll yell at Alex and tell him to get on and show us that video project because it looks like really close. I think it looks close enough to show. But hold on a second. I'll be right back. What are you doing? I saw it. I was spying on you.
You do?
Yeah, well, I mean, I saw it. All right, so that's why I knew that you had it done because I was like, what the fuck is Alex doing anyway? I knew you were with a customer, but then I looked back in there and I saw it coming together and I'm like, oh shit. Man, I ruin everybody's fun. Alex was just walking in here to tell me how proud he was that he got his video done and I'm like, I already know, man. I already know. That's hilarious. All right, so where we at? I haven't caught a Tool Talk Tuesday in a while. I forgot how much I enjoyed watching you talk, Rick. You know what? I haven't forgot how much I enjoy talking. So, I mean, I'll just carry the weight until you make it back. Thanks always for doing this show. Hell yeah. Everyone talk mess now. I don't know what that means. Do you offer electric pumps with batteries for your kegs? No, I'm not one of those guys that's going to take somebody else's ideas and just run with them. I do offer Eliu's stuff because I like Eliu. He's good people and he's good honest businessman and he's got a good product. Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, let's see if Alex's stuff will work proper.
Hello.
Hey, it works proper. That's exciting.
Yeah.
That is super exciting. Alex is going to
Oh,
show us, a lot of people are like, oh, you should make videos. You should do this and you should do that and you should this and that. And how long you been working on this little project of yours, Alex?
like 3 days.
Like 3 days. Put that away. Put that away.
You want me to pull it up?
See, Alex struggles with keeping certain things to himself. He doesn't understand how fucking scantless some of these assholes out here and other areas, and so I've been paying Alex for like 3 days, 4 days to do this little 5-second video project, and he's going to go ahead and show everybody how they can steal it real quick. So back to that, do I sell sprayers for my kegs? Fuck no, I don't, because I'm not out there trying to thieve off of somebody else's ideas. I'm going to let them prosper from it first. When I decide that there's something that I can do better and they won't make the upgrades for themselves, then I'll jump in and take it. Kind of
Hey,
like the
Jaybird remembers the Robo Sprayer idea.
I love that. That was my idea, making it better, but that was just too much, too involved. There's a lot in this stuff, and it's also kind of tough to deal with the ridicule. Oh, you want how much for that? I could make it for $50. Yeah, cool on you. You can't make what I make for $50 because I use better parts than you would use for $50. Trust me, because I don't make it for $50. I do make it for less than I sell it for. And if you don't understand why I sell it for more than I make it for, then maybe you should go into business for yourself, because then that way you'll shut your fucking mouth because you failed. I mean, whatever. So, yeah, there's that. So, Alex, you going to share a screen? You going to show everybody what you did?
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to give a little warning here. This is not going to this is not going to look like you guys are going to be like, "Really? That's it?" But trust me, a lot goes into this. But if you're willing to put in the work and you're willing to figure out, and then you use your imagination and ideas, a lot can come out of this. So this is just a first attempt, but I'm so excited. And don't blink. Did everybody
Just like
catch that?
it's like fireworks when you like buy like $1,000 worth and you like tie up all the fuses together and you light it and it's just gone just like that.
Yup. So
CGI
yeah.
sucks. No, I'm just kidding.
Louder
I'm
now.
gonna be watching Transformers with a whole new light. Like, wow. It was very hard. It was a lot of frame by frame. If I could tell you like how much time goes into all that, I would say per clip about an hour per second.
Yeah.
That's
Maybe more, because that was only about 5 seconds. Actually, you have the time there. How many seconds is it?
5 seconds.
Okay. Good guess. Good guess. But so we're going to take that a step further. Now, when Alex first was playing with it, he had. Do you have your Cheetos background, or did you delete that?
Oh yeah, I got it. Um, oh, that's the shitty one. Yeah, look how twitchy it was too.
Yeah, it takes a lot to get everything just right. So we're probably going to. Well, I'm just going to keep it a surprise. But there's definitely more to come from this. This is just Alex's latest project. We got him working on. It was, he showed me a video that he watched of a dude with a skateboard, and the skateboard assembled itself in midair. And I'm like, oh, dude, you need to do that with a squeegee. And actually, our first thought was do that with a tint keg, but that's a little ambitious. So then we came up with the squeegee idea. Let's start with something that's maybe just two pieces and see how that goes. And then once we get that, then, so yeah, baby steps.
Yo.
But yeah, that's super cool. I'm excited about it. Um, I like the ramp, but we need more water and pump for 5 gallons. Tent Buster's too small for the whole day. Tent Buster has a pouch that actually hooks onto the tank. Um, like I said, LU's good people, and I'm not about taking other people's ideas and making my own to profit off of their idea, and neither was LU. Um, LU was wanting to do a back or do uh, a pouch sprayer for a keg also when he did the backpack, but around the same time the True Spray came out. And so LU decided that he's not touching it. He's not fucking with it. It's like, okay, so that's somebody else's idea. Let's not be a douchebag and try to jump on somebody else's bandwagon. We got the Tint Buster. That's good enough. And I really respected him for that. And then, I don't know, you know, I try not to put out whether I like somebody or not because that's really none of anybody's business. But let's just say one of these two companies decided to make a backpack to capitalize on the other company's customer base. So, hey, if that's the way you want to play, then so he came out with a pouch that will connect to your keg. So he's got that on his website also. We will be selling those, and I will probably put bundles together with the tint keg. And if you wonder why I don't sell the True Spray system, um, well, keep wondering because I'm just not going to sell it. I'm not interested. There's enough about that whole deal over there that doesn't sit well with me that I'm just not going to touch it. Rico, what's up? Haha. The bladders work for the backpack, or two bladders work for the backpack. Okay. Um, we need more water and pump for the 5 gallons. You know what? I'm going to come up with something for you guys I'll do it. All right. I'm not going to come up with a pump. All right. You want a pump? Get a pump from LU. But I don't know. I'll show you. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. I'll come out with something for you guys. I know what the problem is. And I'm the guy that takes on projects you notice of all the people that sell spray systems, I'm the only one that you can customize absolutely everything about your spray system right on the website. You can call us, we could put it together for you, we could talk you through it and all that. But if you want to go to my website, you can pick all the way down to your hose color, which wrap you want on it, what type of tip, what type of sprayer, whether you want everything. Probably the reason that I'm the only one that does that is the amount of work that goes in it on the back end on the website to make that possible. And everyone else is like, oh, that's too much. And you know what? So what? I'm not here to tell you what you want in your tools. I'm here to let you get what you want. And you shouldn't have to call me to make a special order so that you can customize something that you want. And if that means that I work a little harder in the back end to make that possible for you, so what? I guess other people aren't willing to do that. And good on them because it makes me look better. So need to look into Sun Distributing. I'm telling you, Sun Distributing's where it's at. There's no if, ands, or buts about it. Uh, One thing I can tell you is there is a lot of good customer service out there, but I can promise you there's no better customer service than Sun Distributing, and I make sure of that. And the biggest reason I make sure of that is I'm willing to take a loss for a customer, and I don't flinch. I don't think twice about it. I don't care. Everything works itself out if I do the right thing. And I said this a long, long time ago before somebody has been just running it all over the internet. Shady. um, but I live by be who you needed. And that means something to me. That means a lot to me. That's not something that I say. You never see me post that. You never see me flaunt that because I live that. All right. I look at the situations in my life and any circumstance I run into. And if I ran into that before and I have been on the other side of the fence, I find a way to improve what my old experience was for the person that's experiencing it now. Case in point, I had somebody, don't remember who off the top of my head, texted me, said about 5, 6 years ago, I bought a tint keg from you. Actually, I bought 2 tint keg from you. And I'm having a couple of problems. And I was wondering, I wanted to buy some new parts. And I was wondering what I needed. And I'm like, well, send me a picture of what you're talking about. And he did one better. He sent me a little video. He did a walk around and explained where he's having problems. And I'm like, holy shit. So, I mean, 5, 6 years, you got moving parts. You're going to wear some shit out. And finally, I was like, you know what? Let me just do this. Are you still at the same address? All right, I'll take care of it. And I just made 2 whole hose setups and 2 new lids with new valve stems. He had back when I was using the old valve stems, the chrome ones, they tend to loosen up and leak, which is just a valve stem tool to tighten it down. There was nothing wrong with it. It just, the valve stem loosened up and it leaks air. But rather than, see, be who you needed means that back when I didn't know something about something, I really needed somebody to hold my hand through a situation when I ran into it. He ran into a situation he didn't know. Rather than teach him all about how to take care of his keg, I just built him a couple of hose setups and sent him a couple of new lids with parts in them that I knew weren't going to give him this problem. The reason he got the new hose setups is because his swivels and these hoses were leaking. They were the old, back before I realized they were garbage, they were the old Flexilla swivels. So then I went ahead and he also had something with one of the spray, I don't know, and one of the hoses got cut and they looked shitty. And I just felt like, it'd just be better. In that situation several years ago when I didn't know any better, what I would like is to call a company. Who I needed was the ability to call a company that I bought a product from and have them just make it as easy as fucking possible for me to get back up and running. And so that's what I did for this person. And I do that for everybody. And I don't hesitate. I don't care. Because my business is going to continue to grow and I'm going to keep doing more business with more customers because of that. So if I lose some money on a situation because I made somebody's life a little bit easier, that's fine. I can tell you, I've talked to a lot of industry leaders that tell me I'm stupid. People that you buy from and that you rave about their customer service. You only know about that if you've ever experienced it. But if you call another company and tell them, hey, 90 days after you buy something, you call them and tell them my water pump went out, and they tell you, well, it came with a 30-day warranty. We can sell you a replacement pump. That's not who the fuck I needed. Let me tell you a little story that first opened my eyes to this concept. I I bought a house across the street from a lake. I had a boat when I moved in there. And I really like the idea of tubing and skiing and wakeboarding and kneeboarding, all that stuff. I loved it. And shipping to Hawaii, we do second day air only. It's a little expensive, but you'll have it in 2 days. And that's all calculated right on the website. But so I went to this garage sale and they had this 3-person tube that was really sweet. It was just really sweet. And I bought it. I think I gave him like $25 for it. It looked like brand new to me, but we used it and we used the shit out of it. Well, we got a little slack in the rope when I cornered, and then like the slack pulled out and it busted the strap off the front of the tube. It just ripped it right out of the stitches. And I was like, holy shit. Well, it was only $25, but everybody loved that tube. And that tube was like $350. And I wasn't going to buy a new $350 tube. So I called the company and I said, "Hey guys, I got one of your guys' tubes at a yard sale," and I told them which one, and then I told them what happened, and I was like, "Can I just buy the outside piece? The inner tube's still good. It holds air just fine. I just ripped the strap off the front of it and wondered if I could buy the new casing for it." And they said, "What's your address?" And I told them, and I'm like, "Yeah, but I bought it at a garage sale." And they're like, "That's fine. We're just going to send you a new one out." And I really thought they were just going to send me out the shell. And it shows up 2 days later at my door in a box, brand new retail. It was a brand new frickin' $350 tube. And I was just so elated. Another situation I had that showed me how big and how special that was is I had an above ground pool, and I it was 13 months old and the pump quit. 13 months. And if you know anything about Michigan, you know that we get to use it about 3 or 4 months out of the year. So the pump quit when we opened it the following year. And it just like plastic gears and shit, it just burned up. It was an Intex pool. So I called them up and I'm like, "Look, I know it's only got a 1 year warranty, but is there anything you can do for me?" And they said, "No, it's only got a 1 year warranty. We don't sell that pump, but we sell an upgrade to that pump, and we could sell you one." And that was the last Intex product that I ever bought. And it turns out if you pay attention to the places that give that kind of customer, not that kind of customer service, but the kind that I told in my first part of the story, if you pay attention to who those are in your life, you can surround your whole life with people that act like that. It's definitely a better place to be. You don't have to buy things from people who aren't going to take care of you. And, Sean Vogler's in here. He understands. It's, you know, but he's in a generational situation. His dad started the company decades ago, and that's just how they think. Like if you have a problem, they're there to help. And I don't mind giving Dragon Distributing or Solar FX a shout out. They're good people, and they take care of their customers. But not everybody's like that. So just keep that in mind when you're out there buying. You can go to sundistributingdirect.com or sundistributing.com or toolsfortint.com. They all take you to the same place. I don't know. I got a bunch of different. I go a little overboard sometimes when I was buying domains. I just bought everything I could think of. But you're gonna notice that when you place an order, it'll either get shipped out that day or you'll get a phone call with options because that's just how it works. And that's just how it needs to work. 51 years ago, Sean's dad started that business, and they're still going strong. I hope one day my kids will be able to gloat like that. And I hope they pass on the same customer support that I give. That whole idea of being, well, like I said, being who you needed. Because I came from where any one of you guys is right now. I came from where you're at. And I've been through where you're at. I started as a CB radio installer. I started doing car stereos, and then I learned to tint windows and do remote starters and sunroofs and lift kits and everything. And the one thing that just fascinated me the most was window tinting. And the reason it fascinated me the most is because it was a visual transformation that I could make for a person in under 2 hours, and their response to what I gave them was never dissatisfying. It was always amazing that they was so lifted up from the fact that the new appearance of their car. I just loved it. And so I don't know, back in I think '03, I went 100% window tinting and stopped fucking with everything else. And I've done pretty much all of it. I just, like I said, when I realized what my calling was, that's where I stayed. So that was 21 years ago, and I stayed. Sean says $2 an hour. I thought I was rich. I started in this industry at $3.25 an hour. So Sean might be a couple years older than me, but not a lot. So there's that. Keep doing what you're doing, and they will. Yes, absolutely. Lean into the camera more, Rick. Urgh. Yeah, I know. I got this little narrow window here, and I got all this space over here that I can go. The camera don't follow me. Maybe I should make the camera follow me. I don't know. We'll figure it out. It don't matter. You guys like listening to me. You don't like watching me. There's nothing to watch here. Nothing to see. You only need to worry about me staying in frame when I finally do get a car in here. I was gonna pull a car in here today, but with all the snow we got outside, it's just, our snow yesterday was all like gone. And then I'll show you. This is our snow today. Let me just pop this up. And oh, wait a minute. Wrong button. Hold on. Cancel. Open. I got an easier button for that. I got ba-dum bum bum. There is. Oh yeah, Alex, let's put you down here for a minute. Yep, this is our snow today. And so that happened. And my lot's already been plowed because I got the world's greatest landscape crew. 57. Wow. You worked for slave labor, Sean, because, like, I'm 53, or I'll be 53. How the fuck old? Yeah, I'll be 53 this year. Did you have to do math too, Sean? Because I just had to do the math to um, figure out how old I was. Anyhow, what time is it? 5:08. Shit, guys, it's already late. Shady says closer. No, I don't want to be. Solar FX takes care of you. Sean is. I had to argue with the sales guy for a while.
Thank you.
Yes, the video's cool. Wait till you see what we do with it. That'll probably take another 3 days, though. I don't know. Hopefully it won't, but we're because he's. I keep wanting to say we're starting to get the hang of it. To be honest with you, he just shows me little steps along the way. He doesn't. I ain't learning this with him. This is not something I'm going to be able to do. Alex is going to take this with him. Well, if he leaves, he better not leave. You're very welcome, sir. Your hard work will pay off. We sure hope so. If not, it'll build talent and it'll fit in with everything he's learning, and that's good. But guys, Alex is putting his coat on. He's really trying to be as polite as possible, just to say it's time for us to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I got a deadline.
He's got deadlines and stuff. He's got houses to go look at or something.
No, I
But
got that project deadline is today in like a couple hours. So
oh shit. Okay. Yeah, Alex has got to go. He's got some alternative stuff he's doing. They wanted me to pay shipping for a bad product. I told him I have never done that. It got fixed though. Well, that's good. Um, love you guys. Thank you. Wait, I just got on. Look, Performance Tint. We start at 4 every Tuesday, 4 Eastern Time. Not 100% sure where you are, but 4 Eastern Time. We will be back next Tuesday. And I might just have a car in the bay next Tuesday. We'll see what the weather does. But I don't have drainage in my floors, so there was no way I was pulling that car in today and letting it melt all over the floor because then we'd have nobody to do the show because they'd all be running around with squeegees and mops trying to chase the water streams. And that's no good, so. Alex knows that life. We've tried that before.
oh, it's
Oh,
Mike.
Mike. Well, shit, Mike, you don't have to watch the show. You know, you could just come visit sometimes. That would be nice. But we got to go. It's just time. So until next Tuesday, guys,